Yes, welcome to what is essentially Fatal Fury 4. And you're probably wondering what happened to Fatal Fury 3. Well, my goal is to focus on canonical King of Fighters tournaments, and Fatal Fury 3 was not that. In Real Bout Fatal Fury, we have learned that Geese, much to information I recently received, actually survived the first Fatal Fury. Don't ask how, but he is back. He is hosting a new King of Fighters tournament to try to drag Terry out of whatever hole he's living in so that they can settle their accounts together. And settle them we shall. Throw some quarters in the machine. Button layout is different yet again. Kind of similar to the first Fatal Fury, we have a punch, we have a kick, but we have a powered-up attack. Essentially a power move. And with D, you can now move from front to back to middle, because there's 3 planes, a 3-line system. And there's other things that were demonstrated that we may or may not get into. But this is Terry Bogard's game. We haven't played as him in a Fatal Fury game yet. This is the one to do so. Trust me. So things are a bit different here. We fight 3 people on the same stage. Not in a row. You do get your health back between matches. So it's not an endurance. What it is a faster way to get through the arcade mode. Because you're cutting down on like 20 seconds of theatrics by victory quote, and then here's who you're fighting, here's your next stage. It's like, you know all this now. So, meters are a bit different. When you fill that meter up, you get access to an S power, which is your super. But if you fill that meter up when you're on red health, you get P power, which is powerful power moves. And if your health is at red, you can use supers to your heart's content. As you can see. There are other things that debuted in older games, but were refined to be a little simpler in this one, like chain combos. Like that, for instance. That was crouching A to crouching C to crack shoot. That was definitely not possible in Fatal Fury 2. But yeah, if you're coming down on this from more modern SNK games, it takes a lot of getting used to get your core offense out. Alright, gonna watch that. They sure do love to pick the fastest move possible to stop you in your offense. But there were a ton of characters we're missing out on that were introduced in Fatal Fury 3. Like this man. Because this game was kind of built off the back of Fatal Fury 3. The music is similar, some of the character sprites are similar, but in terms of core gameplay, that's kind of where the similarities end. Okay. There's a really fun animation with this character, and I hope he pulls it off, which he's throwing his nunchucks all willy-nilly, and then all of a sudden he kegs himself in the nether regions. And there we go. Three fights later, we're on to the next fighting arena. It is worth noting that much like the first Fatal Fury, the majority of this game takes place in Southtown. No longer a global event. There are some neat things you can do, because there are ring-outs in this game. And we essentially knocked a bunch of fans onto the train tracks. Had I been successful, that would have caused an out-of-bounds, where you could knock the opponent out of the ring and win the round automatically. There are fake-outs in this game. You can use them to feint a special move, but there's no reason to use it against an AI because they know. But you get funny little animations for when you knock them out of the ring. Welcome back, Duck. We haven't seen him since the first Fatal Fury. I believe the last game he was in up to this point was Fatal Fury Special, which he seems to get the special games. Nice animation. Just wanted to make sure as much of Duck King's theme got in here as possible. Alright, now on to serious business. Jin Chunchu will teleport like crazy if given the opportunity, and I don't want any part of that. I also don't want to make a mistake, since you can actually ring yourself out if you're not careful. Fun fact about this version of the stage, it actively changes. There's no more fans. Nobody wants to see Jin Chun-Shu. Does anyone even remember Jin Chun-Shu? But if you're quick enough, the subway trains are still there. You can either knock them into it, or you can knock them onto the train tracks, which is, as we've demonstrated, isn't out of bounds. Oh my god, convert, please.
Okay.
Oh, I yawned. And from here is where the game should start to ramp up the difficulty. It does not help that it is Blue Mary. Character introduced in Fatal Fury 3, which kind of missed out on that. Sorry. She has counter moves, which, if you've ever fought against a complex AI, they know where and when those counter moves come into play. Once again, hoping to not take chances with this character. She also has this upkick that beats a vast majority of what I do, and if she wants to, she can get more damage out of it. I've kind of been over the brunt of what Blue Mary can do in KOF 97. Alright.
Okay.
Really need to get all the combinations out of my system. Also, would probably be best if we don't knock ourselves into the corner. Yeah, you really get the feeling of these special moves don't pack the punch they need to. It is also worth noting, Goopers hit on all planes. Like, I caught Joe going to the back plane. Damn. That got desperate by the end. Also, does your move have startup invincibility? Good. It is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. this character, Sokaku. Definitely looking straight out of Samurai Showdown. I'd say he's probably the candidate for least favorite Fatal Fury character, because I keep forgetting he exists. Alright. So far, smooth sailing. I expect that to change in the next stage. Also, does Andy get to keep that at any point? It makes him look like a real ninja for like 3 seconds. Despite the red-hot color scheme. Alright, stop everything I do, got it. Alright, Andy. Ducking. Probably shouldn't do burn knuckle at that point. Alright. Alright, not falling first. I can not combo in this game to save my life. Quite literally. Also, for all the good it did there, this game does have reversals. The second you are out of block stun, throw that special or super your way, and it comes out at the fastest possible opportunity. Yeah, Andy, I want you to keep the Strider Scar. Alright. Okay, that's getting what I need here. Got it. Andy's being a bit of a reversal master right now. Yeah, hate to see it. Okay. Jesus! That was way farther than I thought it would be. Ow! This is just embarrassing. But when the AI gets in some kind of mood, you just don't stand a chance. Every move is countered even before it comes out. You know the deal by now. Drop your combo? Oh, we're gonna make you pay for that. You get no combo. Just gonna wait. Just gonna relax. Well, that's fun. Sorry, Andy, not having any of it. I'm going for the kill when I can. Alright. Good to see Yamazaki again. The one thing I'm glad that we don't have to deal with, there is a grading system in this game. In Fatal Fury 3, there was a grading system. It meant that if you didn't play good enough, your final boss journey ended with Yamazaki. You didn't even get the fight afterwards. And judging by the way I've been playing through these final fights, yeah, would not have gotten past Yamazaki. Okay, back it up. as I said before, can't convert combos to save my life in this game. You can chain, but either you have to be in their face or you have to dash forward. Which, considering it's this AI, yeah, that's not happening. Like that. If you just dash forward, they're just gonna crouch attack. They're just gonna crouch attack you and just ruin your whole day. Beat clean entirely. Yeah, if they want, you just don't get to play. You think you get to play, but at the end you really don't get to play. Notice I haven't been throwing out Power Wave as much, and the fact that Yamazaki has a projectile reflection, yeah. That's why I'm not. Trying to bait something. So much for just relaxing! Luckily, if they neutral jump, Burn Knuckle is your friend. Keep forgetting that. There we go. That just leaves Billy. The last wall between me and the main event. Very reminiscent of the first Fatal Fury. I may have beaten him on my first try in Fatal Furies 1 and 2. That ain't happening in real Bout. Oh yeah. What throws you off is that there's no real indicator that what you're about to get hit by is the super move, so you just lose a health bar and wonder what the hell happened. Just answering in. Like that. No, Billy, I'm perfectly willing to do this if you are. Alright, you're not. Got it. Alright, I can't win that war. Oh, he was mashing. He was mashing in that instance. Yeah, I can't get my power geyser on reaction. That's not good. Oh, by the way, I redirect you to my counter move comments. If they've got it, they flaunt it. It's the worst! It's the worst! It's the worst! Because a red health bar to an AI is forever. It's the worst. So they just have the means to kill you Much longer than most. And I have no means of recourse to that, by the way. Completely safe, don't let the frame data prove you otherwise. A little bit of rising tackle for the road. Oh my god, you cannot fuck up. So fuck me then, we've got another wall. Feels like he's always at the ideal range to just not give a shit. Like I said, he's at the ideal range to just not give a shit. Very important trait for SNK AI.
I'm gonna box you some pie.
Just get swept like a maniac. You just want to get one piece of offense. Then the AI just says, "No, I'm gonna ruin your shoes." There we go. Big breath in it.
Okay.
Geese, tonight, you. Nice shot, by the way. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's Terry. Terry Bogard's here. Let's do this. He says Geese in a comic book bubble. Geese is Geese. Ow. Geese of Geese. I hate to beat a dead horse, but S&K AI counter move equals pain and agony. Hail the counter move. Nine out of 10 doctors recommend buy counters. Alright, money. Relax, I gotcha. Probably should see that coming, but just... I'm already in autopilot. This is a problem. It gets completely stuffed before I... Just fuck you. I don't know. It's like 80 million buttons are getting pressed and they all work. I'm trying not to jump in, but I'm kind of low on options on getting in against him. Well, I should have seen that coming. There we go. Sure, let's just do that now. Of course, now the rush combo works on Geese of all people. Oh, that ain't happening again. Machine AI has learned. Oh, you motherfucker! You propelled your way out of my power geyser. That's not fun. Boy, is that cinematic. Fuck you, Geese Howard. Stay down this time! And there you go. That is the canonical death of Geese Howard. He will never come back in another King of Fighters game. Certainly not the one immediately after this one. 'Cause real Bout, you see him fall to his death. And by the way, that ending is only possible by beating the arcade mode with either Terry or Andy. You see Geese Howard fall to his death in real Bout, and that's the end of him, right? Nope! KOF 96, we've got a boss team to make. But that is Real Bout Fatal Fury. I admit, the Real Bout series is, like, a weird fighter compared to other SNK games, compared to the game that it preceded Fatal Fury 3. But it has some fun elements to it, fun elements that it would both expand upon and most certainly simplify. But it is an important step in SNK's history, because with this comes twofold. It's the end of the Fatal Fury story, but it is the beginning of the Mark of the Wolves. But that is a story for another day. For now, the Millennium Fight awaits.